This is what niter bluing salts look like when they're at room temperature. Just a solid block of salts. I've got it sitting on a 15,000 BTU gas burner, so we'll have to bring that up to right around 600 degrees for it to actually blue the parts. Niter bluing is a form of heat bluing. It can be done with a torch, but it's much easier to control using the liquid salts. The niter salts will start to melt at around 275 degrees. Right now you can actually see some bubbling up down at the bottom of the screen. This is an area where you really need to keep an eye on it. Heat can build up in the bottom of the pan and actually expand and cause the upper level of the salts to rupture and spray very hot liquid all over you and the shop. So caution is warranted. Always wear a full face mask, heavy denim clothing, and good welder's gloves, because once it is at temperature you're looking at around 600 degrees. As you can see, the salts are completely melted, and I've got it stabilized at right around 600 degrees. I'll get my hanger bar set across the tank off to the side for now. My parts are already polished and completely degreased. I prefer a 320 to 400 grit polish on the parts over a mirror finish. I like the results, and it seems to have a little less of a tendency to spot. So I'll start dipping the parts in. First is the trigger, nicely polished in, and give it a little swish around. There we go. I've got my hook set so that it hangs right about the middle of the pot there, so we have plenty of salts above and below. Next is a screw. Just get it in there. As the cold parts go into the hot salts, some of the salts will actually solidify on the parts, and as those melt it causes air bubbles to form. So I like to swish it around a little bit to keep that from happening. Safety. Now these salts will actually let me do quite a few different colors, anywhere from a nice straw yellow like you see on the old German Luger pistols, all the way up to the bright peacock blue, which is what I want for these. It just varies with the temperature. Move those back over the center of the salt. Give another quick shake, get any bubbles off of them. Small parts usually takes about 5 minutes or so in the salts to develop the color. Some larger, more complicated parts can take up to around 10 minutes or so. So we'll just let those sit and check them every once in a while they cook. Alright, they've been in for just a few minutes now. And you can see the trigger is already starting to take on a nice color. We're still in the purple stage right now. Just let that go a little bit longer. as the parts reach the color that I'm wanting, I'll pull them out. They can either be just left to air cool or quenched. I like to quench them. That's getting real close. There we go. The screw is ready, so we'll pop that into the quench tank. Now I keep my quench tank several feet away from the pot here, because any water that comes in contact with the 600-degree salts will vaporize instantly and cause a small eruption and send that same 600-degree salts flying all over the place. Give those just a little bit more time. There we go. Very nice blue color on the trigger there. Drop that in the tank. Nitre bluing can be used to color pretty much any blueable steel. It won't do stainless steel or the softer metals like brass, aluminum, things like that. It is safe for precious metal inlays. It won't harm gold or silver or platinum, anything like that. Alright, safety looks good. And it's important to use a good incandescent light source above the part so you can see the true color. There we go. Alright, here are the parts out of the quench tank, and after just giving them a light wipe down to dry them off. Now all you need to do is oil them up, let them cure overnight just to toughen up the finish, and reassemble the gun. The rest of the gun will be rust blued, which I hope to show in a later video.